And welcome back to more Castlevania Rondo of Blood. So last time we beat the game as Maria, got the sort of cheery ending, and this time we're actually going to be doing the side stuff. We're going to be doing the alternate stages, starting with alternate stage 2. The long way round. We have collapsing bridges, more crows, more skeletons, more annoying enemies. It's meant to be the hard route, so obviously it's definitely tougher. Good music, by the way. Felt like pointing that out. Now, to actually 100% the game, you only need to beat these stages. You don't need to do every route. You need to save all of the captured prisoners, but you actually don't need to beat all the stages. The stage is unique though, because it has, and I'm not kidding, 3 alternate exits. I guess we're doing the alternate exit first. I will guide you somewhere new. This is the ferryman. You kind of want to position yourself carefully. I tend to kind of sit right in front of where the ferryman is, and I crouch, be on your guard. I crouch because we have mermen popping up, so I like to stand right about here and crouch. I find this to be a really safe spot, and the reason is because this is just a long section of tedium. But I feel like this gets you in a good spot where like you can actually deal with the enemies up front pretty efficiently, but you're not at the very edge where you can easily be sniped off and knocked off of the boat. So hypothetically, if we weren't doing a complete run, this is actually all we need to do for 100% in this stage. We can actually just do this and be on our merry way. But because I am... Oh yeah, that's why I'm also that's why I'm crouching this entire time, because that mitigates knockback as Maria. That should actually be it for this stage. And that takes us to alternate stage 3. Wow, that was really short. So next time... I'm kidding. So we're gonna actually go back to stage 2 and do the alternate exits now. And we're back roughly where we fell down. By the way, for future reference, it is the 3rd pit you want to jump down. So it would be this one, I think. This one apparently also works. This collapsing section. That was completely not intended, by the way. I was actually going to show the regular exit first, and then the 2 alternate exits. Oh well. But again, you might be thinking that didn't have a boss, so most alternate pathways have a boss. And you're actually right if you're thinking that. So, we actually do need to find both of the actual bosses. So you have 2 paths that take you to alternate stage 3, and 1 path that I think takes you back to the main route. So we're gonna do, hopefully, the main path. We'll see. So we have this section. We're supposed to go up, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But we can also keep going right, but we're gonna go up for now. Oh hi, Mr. Skeleton. Do not approve of you just standing there sniping. That is a creepy looking enemy. Like a little spidery thing. Also that collapses. Good to know. So yeah, the alternate stage 2 is a lot prettier than regular stage 2, but I love this day to night cycle in this particular segment. It looks really pretty. The very graphically primitive way of making it turn to night, just by gradually fading the colors. Just a nice little visual detail, they say as I die. Cool. Could have been worse. You know what, I'm actually kind of feeling that alternate pathway now. By the way, the bosses will be the same, so we're gonna be cutting out bosses. Because we've shown every boss by doing all the alternate paths of the main route, so I don't need to show those again. Okay. Got you, and got you, and just jump over that guy. There's also one stage, alternate stage 5, that does have a lot of alternate pathways, but they don't lead anywhere different. It's just a pick your poison kind of a deal where one path is considered harder, one path is considered easier. But that's actually it. That is the stage. Maybe recognizing this section, it is actually the werewolf. If we come over here, we'll find him again, if we so desire, and this should take us to regular stage 3. But we're not going to do this fight because we've already done it once, so I'm going to meet you back at where we just were and take the other alternate exit of stage 2. So we're back where the main path diverges. Normally you're supposed to go up these stairs, but you can actually jump over there, and this is actually interesting because this is a Maria exclusive secret. Richter cannot make that jump, so Maria's the only one who can come over here. You can still see the day-night transition because we're just under the bridge. Which means fall damage shouldn't be able to kill you, because you should just be able to fall down in here. Got a big night enemy here. Pretty tough guy, so let's not mess around. So he obviously has multiple attacks. That's a shockwave, I almost got clipped by it. That would have been bad. So, there we go. And this should take us to a different boss. If I'm not mistaken, this is where you fight the Bone Golem? So, let's double check. By the way, the big skeletal thing, that was the Bone Golem, I forgot his name. Yep, this is definitely the Bone Golem. So this should take us to alternate stage 3. Obviously, I don't need to show this fight again. So I'll meet you back at alternate stage 3. So now we're in alternate stage 3, and we're actually gonna play the dang level this time. So far we've never actually played the level, but we've seen its little opening quite a lot. So this is obviously like a cemetery, it feels like. But we have a new enemy. A pretty interesting enemy, because I don't know if he shows up at any later point, but this giant skull here. What you want to do is hit the eyes. And by the eyes I mean not the little skulls floating around it, but the actual eyes in the middle. Like that. And if you hit all 3, you should be able to take him out. I don't know if he has a hitbox. Like, if the actual skull part hurts you, or just the rotating ones around it. I actually don't have any idea. So, I just wanted to come up here, grab this heal. Obviously a good idea, because we were taking a lot of damage. And we have a little bit of a special thing in this level. And it is coming up right here. You want to go down here and, I think, break this structure. And if you come through here, we have a staircase. With another one of Dracula's prisoners.
Who's there? Sister! Surely you're help sent from heaven. You are an angel. Please hurry back to the village. And be careful! Wait! What's your name? Maria Renard, vampire hunter. Maria, I know God is watching over you.
So I'm not going to take the time to show both cutscenes, because with Maria or Richter, the actual dialogue is pretty much the same, just interchange both characters. But one important thing to note from this cutscene is, if you're playing as Richter, he does sort of a peace sign, and this peace sign is actually his victory pose from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So that is just an extremely deep cut, and I'm all for it, because it's so obscure, and yet it's in there, so I really appreciate the amount of effort that obviously went into that. Anyway, that is our third rescue, so one more to go. And we have another branching path here. Luckily, pretty early in the stage. By the way, you can actually hit these and knock them down, which is really convenient. So obviously we want to not touch the spike balls, but we can knock them down. That was actually a little bit risky. Close jump there. That's creepy with the hands down there. That's just a little ominous. Rip bird. I actually kind of wanted the bird. Actually, I didn't want the bird. So, the alternate exit is really short. I just realized there's a lot more to the stage that you really don't get to see when doing the alternate exit. Okay, come down, please. There we go. So, I think with an axe you can cut this down. Obviously we're playing as Maria, so our options are a little bit limited. I'm trying to see if I can double jump up there. It doesn't seem like it though, so we're just gonna move forward. You actually need to use the quicksand, I think, to do that without taking damage. I took damage anyway, so it was a moot point. This is a creepy looking level. Oh shoot, we're a little bit pinned down. That's not good. Gotta wait till he does the charge, which should be coming up pretty soon. There we go. Bait and switch. And there you go, that is alternate stage 3 taken care of. Now this place should look familiar. This is where I think we fight the Minotaur. I wanna say this is where we fight the Minotaur, but I don't actually remember. Let's just roll there for fun. Definitely the Minotaur. So yeah, I'll go back to stage 3 now, and we'll cover the alternate exit. So we're back in alternate stage 3, where we need to knock down the little spikes. And this is a little bit obscure. I'm not quite sure how they expect you to figure this out. But what you need to do is knock down one of the little spike balls, this one I think, and then drop down. That is wrong, it's this hole. So that opens up these two little breakable blocks here, the second one actually. So what we want to do is just drop down. That doesn't deal damage even though it plays a damage out animation. I assume you probably shouldn't go poking around on it anyway, just word of advice. And that's actually it for alternate stage 3's alternate exit. That is surprisingly easy actually. Like, I'm actually slightly amazed by how short the stage is when you just do the alternate route compared to the main route. It's insanely short by comparison. But this should take us to a boss. I don't remember who. This boss, I didn't actually mention his name. This is apparently called Dogether? D-O-G... It's like together with a D. But in any case, still easy boss, if you have the birds. But with that, we have 2 more alternate stages left, so we're gonna take care of those next time. So, alternate stage 4 and alternate stage 5. Both exits for alternate stage 4. Alternate stage 5 only has 1 exit. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Castlevania Rondo of Blood.